Today we're discussing why your website doesn't work. So in order to know why a website doesn't work, we need to actually define what does a website doesn't work mean? Like what happens there? Is it completely broken? We don't mean that. We don't mean that the website is offline. What we mean by doesn't work could mean different things. Number one, it could be not converting. So you have a website, it looks good, some people visit it, but they don't take the action that you want them to take. And by the way, that action needs to be very clear to you so that you can measure the success or the failure of your website. So if your action is clear, as an example, learn more isn't a clear action. Even though if people click the button, what they usually do, they end up on a page that has full details of the post or full details of the, the subject matter, but there's no conversion there. Like they're not subscribing to your newsletter, they're not purchasing anything, they're not booking a meeting with you. So that doesn't really count as much of conversion. So learn more isn't really a clear conversion. Better to have something that is easier to measure, such as downloading something, subscribing to something, purchasing something, or booking a meeting. That's a clear call to action that you can measure. The second thing is when we say your website doesn't work. It could be that your website is too slow. It's great, it looks amazing, absolutely amazing, but it takes about 10 seconds or more to load. No one is gonna wait. I know that when we say 10 seconds, it seems like, oh, 10 seconds is nothing. It's fast. I can't do anything in 10 seconds, right? But I'm not talking about us as human beings taking action within 10 seconds. I'm talking about us waiting for a website to load. So just do a test. Click on a website, any website of your choice, have a stopwatch ready to go next to you. Click and see how long it takes to load. Most of the normal, like I don't want to call them big websites, but most of the normal websites that we visit every day, like the news networks or, I don't want to say Amazon.com because it's very hard to compete with Amazon, but the main websites that we use, if you calculate on your stopwatch, they will load in about 3 seconds or less. Of course, Google.com loads in no time, but when you look at Google's page, it's kind of blank. It only has the search box in it. So there's not much of a, content that needs to be loaded, that takes time to load. The average website or the average homepage of a website is about 3 megabytes, more or less. Like you've got a few images. Each image is about half a megabyte. You've got some text in there. You've got some backgrounds. You've got some colors. And even though you compress your pictures and you have like a caching plugin that makes the loading speed a little bit faster, you still have also code like CSS code that's responsible for the look and feel of your page, a JavaScript code. Some of the JavaScript codes could be the Google Analytics, the one that measures how many people came to your site and what action did they take. That's a JavaScript code that's embedded within the page. So all these elements, they need to load in order for your page to be fully loaded and to show to the person who's visiting it. So on average, you've got like more or less 3 megabytes. Some pages are a bit heavier and bigger than 3 megabytes, maybe sometimes 6, even 10, depending on, what's the components and how many images and how big the images that you have on the page. And God forbid, if you have a video embedded on the page, that also has to load. And if it's coming from somewhere else, like it's hosted on YouTube and you've embedded it on your page, it has to fully come over from YouTube before it starts loading. And only when it finishes loading would the loading of your page be completed, and would the user experience be the user experience that you or your web designer intended to have on that specific page. So the loading speed is also very important. If your loading speed is more than 3 seconds, okay, let's be honest. If it's 4 seconds, that's not a big deal. But if it's 10, 15 more, that is a big deal. If it's 5 seconds, 6 seconds, you need to do something about it. Okay? In most cases, changing to a better hosting, some hosting that uses SSD storage, and hosting that uses light speed servers will make your website load faster without you having to do any changes to the content of the pages of your website or to the content of your home page. So just by changing the hosting could do the trick on its own. If you need to know how to choose your hosting, I have another video dedicated to that, as well as a quick PDF guide that I will link at the bottom of this video that you can go and check out. The third reason for why your website doesn't work, it could be that it's dated. It has been built a few years ago, more than 3 years ago. The technologies that have been used on it are now kind of dated technologies. You haven't been updating it, not only the look and feel, but you haven't updated, the text on it. You haven't updated the images. You haven't posted or blogged for some time. You haven't maybe done the updates for the WordPress itself or whichever technology you use and the plugins and everything. So more or less it's kind of a dated old website that no longer reflects your current situation or your current brand, which means now you need to do something about it. And the last thing is, of course, when it's broken. By broken, what I mean here is something is not working. Like people come, they fill in the contact us form, nothing happens. You don't get an email, they don't get a confirmation that they filled the form, nothing really happens. It could be broken as in you have some broken links there. People click and they're not taken to where they're supposed to go. Something doesn't work. The functionality of your website itself doesn't work. Maybe that broken thing is not like customer facing. It could be something in the back end that doesn't really reflect on the website when people visited. It could be something like when somebody fills in your contact form, you want this to go somewhere in the database. Like you want to have a file, a specific file of everybody who has filled in your contact form. And that part maybe is not working. In most cases, most of the cases I actually see for things that are not working is usually the email. It's usually that people fill in the form, but you don't get the email. Either this email gets completely lost or it ends up in your spam folder and it's before you see it, like it takes some time, and when you see it, it's too late. I've been a victim of that myself. I have had some inquiries that I knew nothing about for 6 or 7 months. And of course, I didn't respond after 7 months because that makes me look really, really bad. I mean, I don't know which one is worse, not responding at all or responding after 7 months. But either way, that's a lead that has been lost. We don't want that. We want to make sure every single lead comes to you. So if you're not really sure why your website is not sending email, speak to your web designer. I did launch a course just recently that is specifically for web designers and web and marketing agencies that enables them to fix the email not happening or the email not sending problem once and for all. That course is just about 4 hours. So everyone can master it in one day. Yeah, you can do the 4 hours together, but my recommendation would be to go through the course over a 1 week period or 5 days. This way, you take it at your own pace and you learn. And not only that, you'll be learning from the course, but you need time to implement and test what you learned. So here we have looked at all the different reasons why your website is not working. If you have any of these reasons and you're not sure where to go, or you want to speak with somebody and just get advice, I will have my link below. You can click and you can book a free meeting, no strings attached. We can go to your website and have a quick look at it and tell you what needs to be fixed. And then you have all the liberty how you want to go about the fixes. You can do them on your own. You can use your web person, or if you need help finding somebody to do it for you, we will also help you. Thank you, and hope your website works as intended all the time. Have a great day, and I wish you all the success in the world.